touches. Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby. Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby.
Call the associates.
Hello, house call Hendy residents, Emeka Egbuka residents, yeah, RJ Harvey residents, yeah.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show.
Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
So these gentlemen are back. HHH and Associates
HHH and Associates
is back.
Triple H and Associates, locations on Earth and Jupiter.
We lost one of the partners. We're going to fade him out a little bit, kind of like Back to the Future, Marty McFly. He's kind of fading out a little bit. I think it's time to maybe swap out, just because Hampton's kind of, he's in the peripheral right now. We're kind of waiting for him to return. So you're going there, young man. RJ Harvey, we're gonna put in his proper place. These are the men carrying the firm at this moment in time, and that's more appropriate as it stands right now. Harvey, Hendy, absolute monsters, ready to do it live. Now that's what I'm talking about. Also, I want to talk a little bit about Rico Dowdle tonight. Some of my favorite players this week, period. Some of my favorite players to acquire in trade still. Even Rico Dowdle is a very acquirable player in a trade. Emeka Egbuka is still, you can still get him in the right type of deal. But his value is obviously going up after a big 100-yard, one-touchdown game. But the ups and downs that he's had at times is, I guess, scaring people off. The recent Baker Mayfield kind of drop-off, if you will, is scaring people away from Buka, to the degree that you're not trading him for pennies on the dollar, but you're certainly getting him below the top 5-6 wide receivers. But Emeka Egbuka can certainly dance and have a cup of coffee with the top 5 wide receivers. So that's why he's still a discount. It's not that he's an extreme discount. He's not a cellar dweller type of player that you can just scoop up for nothing. Harvey and Hendy, while they're rising in value, of course, they're still attainable. I think the best way to actually do a trade is a 2-for-1 trade. When anytime anybody, let me show this waiver board one more time before we erase it. My elbows kind of rubbed off some of the bottom of this board. But of course, we added like 1 or 2 players. I forget where. I did put this waiver board is pretty complex because it's got so many different names on it. But everybody plays in different leagues, or people that have a 8-man league, 10-man league, and there's certain players available. Over here, we put, and specifically in the bottom or top right corner, we put these players that are kind of more of the waiver wire usual suspects that are on waiver wire boards across the entire fantasy football space. Of course, if there's a Harvey out there, you grab Harvey. Waivers process here in a few, like an hour or so in most leagues. So Tez Johnson, Parker Washington, Alec Pierce, Burrow, JD5, make sure they're not available. Loveland and Otten, Tucker, Tootin, Bigsby, B-Rob Jr., Corum. There's other players that fit the bill, but those are kind of some guys that, in my opinion, probably are available in the majority of leagues. So don't forget to watch this news show that we broke down all this news at 8 p.m. Eastern. We do live news show at 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. If you didn't know, if you're new to the channel, we are live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm live whenever additionally big news breaks, and I'm live at midnight Eastern almost every single night. So you found your new home, your one-stop shop. But what I was doing when I came over here to erase the board is to say that Rico is still probably one of my favorite buy low players in all of 2025 weeks 11 through 17 fantasy football. Why? because I think he still has the makings of a top 5 to 7 RB. I think his cost of entry is probably more along the lines of a I would say a running back, I would say 10 to 15. And obviously the discrepancy here is this is where you're stealing him away. In the league where his current owner values him as top 10, it's harder to get him and rip him from the kung fu grip of the owner that actually likes Rico Dowdle. They like Uncle Rico. But the fact that you can get this kid sometimes in that running back 2 value range, it's an unbelievable move, but more so unbelievable in that you can trade away if you need to, not because I want you to, but if you need to trade away a big name player. Let's just say you have Achane. No one wants to trade away Achane. We are an Achane people. We are the inventor. We invented Achane. We invented Achane. We invented Achane. You didn't invent Achane. We invented Achane. How do I know this? Because no one was running things like this during Achane's rookie year. Nobody.
Achane. Achane is the man.
But
His haters call
if you can't win with Achane, then you got to set him free. Achance. Like I said, I invented him. We renamed him back to Achane today. It was Achance, but now it's Achane. So Achane, if you've got to deal him, Achane can get anybody a chance to recover and win. Just give him a chance. A chance will give you the chance to win. If you had to divide and conquer this man into 2 players, this would be the first avenue of choice. Go get Rico and a wide receiver. This is my favorite strategy right now. My absolute favorite strategy. Minus maybe, I would say almost an equal would be like you get Hendy, and then you can get maybe even a bigger wide receiver. You get RJ Harvey. You get maybe even a bigger wide receiver. You potentially go for a bigger name running back, James Cook. You get a lesser wide receiver. This is how you 2-for-1 fantasy football trading. But I do think Rico is one of my very favorite moves. Rico wide receiver for Achane. Let's say you don't have Achane, aka a chance. Achane will give you any kind of chance you need. Even if you have like a St. Brown, for example. St. Brown, no one wants to trade St. Brown, but if you can't win with St. Brown, you let St. Brown free. Not everybody has a winning record that owns St. Brown. Maybe you coupled them with some other problematic people. But Chase Brown.
Legend has it if you say St. Brown 3 times in the dark in the bathroom, you will immediately lose your league.
You could trade St. Brown for Rico and a wide receiver. You could trade St. Brown for maybe even James Cook and a receiver. You could trade St. Brown for... Did I say Dalvin Cook again? I think I just said Cook last time. Last couple times I've been saying Dalvin Cook. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. They're related, but I don't know why I keep reverting back to Dalvin. But I'll just say Cook just to make sure. Rico, wide receiver. Cook, wide receiver. Jacobs a little less effective now that Jacobs had a pretty decent day on Monday night, but there's so many opportunities to trade for a wide receiver and a running back using one player. So you guys, if you can trade, this is my favorite move right now. Egbuka. Let's say you're in the same situation. Let's go back to Egbuka. How do I get Emeka Egbuka? No one's saying it's easy. Okay, no one's saying that it's a simple task, but if you're losing with Jamar Chase, if you're losing, dare I even say you shouldn't be losing if you have JSN. If you're losing with JSN, you're losing with JSN, whatever. Or if you still have CMC and you're worried about him breaking down, well, then you go after a player like Emeka Egbuka, you get Buka, and then now you can afford to get this running back, and you just kind of go through the gauntlet. Cook is playing at such a mid-level according to his owner, who's expecting him to always be perfect. This kind of trade is possible right now. And if you need a deal, this is a deal. If you can go get a running back to the tune of a potential Kyron, this makes some sense. If you need another running back example, we go back to our boy Rico. This is an understandable trade for somebody that's not winning with Christian McCaffrey. If you're winning with Christian McCaffrey, I still don't stray away from trading him in the right deal. But you certainly don't have to get desperate and pull the trigger. If the trade deadline's looming and you take this best offer and it's not even that good, you can't do that. You have to ride CMC into the abyss if you haven't been able to get that perfect trade. Another player to trade would be let's not use a couple player examples. Like, I don't want to use JT just because you shouldn't be trading JT. You really should be winning if you have him. Let's say, man, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of the right example. Let's go back to a wide receiver that can get us Buka, though. Let's say you have Puka. So we'll go Nakua, so we don't confuse ourselves with the Puka. And you're trading Nakua down to Buka, and you're getting Rico. This is a perfect example that also includes Rico. So there's tons of ways to get Buka. There's tons of ways to get Rico. There's tons of ways to get Buka and Rico. Just because Buka is a big, high-profile player right now doesn't mean you can't trade down into him, get similar production, and get this other running back monster. I really think Nakua could get you that James Cook and Buka. I really think that you could also potentially get in a Puka Nakua trade, even if you were to say Buka and maybe Judkins makes sense. I think that's possible. I think you probably can go for a Barkley, Cook. I mean, the other thing too. Let's say you're trying to get like a Bijan, not getting this, but you add another player into the mix. Now you're confusing matters. This guy feels so much better than this guy right now. It's not the case, but that's how people are freaking out. And even in the case of CMC, if you're trading CMC for Bijan and you're getting Buka, or you're getting, even if it's something along the lines of, let's just say Devontae Adams, you're having to add something in, but this is a very creative 2-for-2. You could go Bijan and another player very easily, as long as you're throwing in just the right type of player that kind of makes this person feel like they're getting that crafty value, that what if value. Maybe it would be Sutton. Sutton has potential, maybe. You don't like Sutton 1-for-1, but you throw him into a combo deal, you start thinking what if scenarios. Well, what if he does bounce back? Let's call it Worthy. Worthy hasn't been playing well. I don't want Worthy, but if it's some sort of combo trade, you start looking at Worthy differently, and you say, well, maybe. And so that's the psychology behind the 2-for-1. Tet McMillan. You could send Tet and do something like this. You could, I like going back to this Buka. If anybody had Buka and Bijan, probably a follower of this channel, you could do this. You could seriously pull this off. This would be a fantastic trade. Would I much rather have Gibbs here? Yeah, we talked about this all last week, and a lot of people did a CMC for Gibbs straight across trade. Smitty had proved that all mother freaking day long.
You've just been Smitty approved.
All right, so let's get to the super chats and then the phone calls, and then we'll probably draft. If you want to draft with us tonight on Underdog, promo code Smitty, play 5, get 100. Here's the link. I'll drop it in the live chat. The link is pinned in the description. The link is pinned in the live chat. It's in the description of the video. Code Smitty manually gets it done. So if you want to draft with us in just a little bit, hit that and get ready. Bone Arrows, appreciate you for the $20 hauler. Sean with the $100 hauler. You monster, you, Sean. You did it again. And Sean, you get to put your name on any video you want. All of the animations. So you pick, it can be House Call Hendy. That gives us a chance to play it again. It could be HHH and Associates. It could be the phone call version of Associates. It could be Take a Lap. It could be the Take a Big Lap. It could be that song. It could be the more screaming Take a Lap. It could be the You're Done. It could be the Bijan card revoked. You pick and choose whatever video you want to sponsor with your $100 holler, my boy. I appreciate you. Hey, Smitty, should I trade away Vidal for Trey Benson? Chat, can I get at least 10 votes on this one for our boy Sean, who dropped a $100 holler, which I haven't celebrated yet.
$100+ holler. Smitty, Smitty. Everybody's pretty. $100+ holler.
Thank you very much, Sean, for that $100 holler. Let's get some votes going on here. I want at least 10, 15 votes. Do we want Vidal or Trey Benson? Vidal or Trey Benson? Keep Vidal. Vidal. Benson. Do it live. Benson. Did Sean ever reply? Sean, let me know what video you want, pal. Vidal. You know, I'm going to probably lean toward the Vidal as well. Here's why. I think it could go either way, Sean. I think that this is not an easy question. I'm sorry I don't feel super confident with this answer. I just don't. That's why I'm asking everybody to vote, because I think you deserve some groupthink, because it is a force. I'm forcing the issue. I'm forcing an answer because I have to. You're asking me a question. But at the end of the day, I don't trust the Cardinals. At the end of the day, I don't trust the Cardinals to do right by Benson. At the end of the day, I don't trust the Cardinals to be in good field position. I don't trust the Cardinals. The thing is, though, like DeMarcado runs really well. And I'm not saying that to say don't go near Benson. I'm saying they do run the ball well. Like, you're seeing DeMarcado play well. Connor's always played good in Arizona. They seem to run the ball well, So if Benson were healthy, and you could guarantee me Benson's going to be back like really soon and get the starting job, my concern is, are they going to run DeMarcado a lot? Not because DeMarcado's better, because they're the Cardinals. I just don't know if they're going to give Benson the volume he needs. I don't know. That's why I don't trust the Cardinals. Vidal is at least looking the part. He's playing really well, but now Hampton's, getting going. Hampton's supposed to be back pretty close. He's warming up on the sidelines. It's possible that he's back in a couple weeks. It's hard to say, but I guess the answer is this. I would say if you need this win now, like Sean, like week number 11, week number 12, you might lean Vidal because he's probably going to be in this position for a little while longer, but not for the whole season. They're kind of crossing paths right now. They're going to cross streams. And crossing streams is never a good idea. But Benson is going to go like this. Vidal is going to go like this. They're going to cross streams. And then as soon as Vidal gets Hampton back, he's going to fall to at least the wayside. I mean, he could still get work, but he's not enough to trust. I'd probably say if this is more of a season long call, Benson. I'm sorry to give you a double talk answer, but I want to very much take care of you. If it's a longer term call, Benson, season long call, Benson. If he's getting W's now, Vidal. So you're just going to have to make that call based on what your team needs right now. If you're not even using Vidal and you're kind of like wavering to use him, just take the long term shot on Benson, because Vidal will certainly get edged out a little bit. Thank you for the $100 hauler. I don't know if Sean dropped his pick. Let's see here. Sean say, I believe Barkley. Sean Patrick, let me know what video you want, bro. Appreciate you. Bowen Arrows, appreciate your $20 super chat, monster.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Yeah, sometimes there's not good answers that please everybody, but I can't just say there's one answer. It's an answer depending on what you need. Flacco, Brissett, JD5, Burrow, IR, Bijan, Barkley, Judkins, Hendy, JSN, Rice, Buka, Ladd, Warren, fan, and owner of Achan has no other running backs besides Tootin. Do I go for it or stand down? If we do, let's do a double RB move. Let's keep Hendy there. Let's move Barkley and Judkins for Bijan and something. Let's see or Achan and something. Let's see if we can get Achan. Try Bijan too. I'm sorry. Gibbs. Hold on. Barkley. Barkley, okay, yeah. So Barkley and Judkins, you got Bijan and Hendy, and you get Achane. Yeah, Barkley, Judkins. Try it. Try and get something else back, but I would definitely do Barkley and Judkins for Achane. Just get something else. JSN, Rice, Buka, Ladd, your team's fire. That's the only move I want to do. I don't want to move the wide receivers, so I'd do the 2 running backs for 1. Plus, it fits his needs. It's perfectly lined up. And if it doesn't get done that way, he's not going to trade him no matter what. I mean, you're giving him 2 running backs for 1. And you're giving him 2 good ones. You're giving him Barkley, big name, should make him sleep well at night. And you're giving him Judkins. Streaming QB, A-Rod, Mariota, Brissett, Tua, Mac, Stroud. Guys, are we going with Tua or Mac or Stroud here? Stroud looked good the week prior to his injury. Tua is a tough play. Man, this is tough. Let me pull up the schedule and really take a gander at who's at home and away, because I don't have that off the top of my head. I'm still on week 10. I'm like thinking about who's away, who's at home. Schedule. Week 11. Okay. Miami. I think Miami is at home. Oh no, this is the overseas game. This is the overseas game. Damn it. Is it? Is it overseas? Yeah, Spain. Oh, jeez, man. Do quarterbacks ever do good in Spain? Like, have we ever? Where was the last? Tua played pretty good. This is the Washington Commanders. Yeah, I hate that this is a Spain game, but I'm gonna say the Washington Commanders get worked. Let's go Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones. These options are cold. It's not like there's anything we're wavering that's important. Just go Tua. He looked pretty good last week. And Miami Mike McDaniel's living on cloud 9 right now. Maybe it carries over. Maybe he does something productive. PPR, Jawan Johnson or Loveland. I'd probably go Loveland rest of season. That's pretty easy call. PPR flex, McMillan or Harvey. I'm going to go Harvey for right now. Dak or Drake May. Oh, no. Dak's got a great matchup. Hold on. Man, Drake May's Thursday night. Jets at home in New England. I think he does really well, though. I don't care if it's Thursday. I know we keep saying that. But it's the Jets. I don't think the Jets are bringing the thunder. I don't think the Jets have anything that can slow down an offense anymore. This is a debacle. I truly believe that, I know we say stay away from Thursday games, but this can't be one of those games. It has to be. It might be heavy New England. And it might be, maybe Breece Hall disappoints. Maybe the entire Jets unit disappoints. They don't have Garrett Wilson, so they can't move the ball. It's going to be stack the box on Breece. But I truly believe that May's going to have a good day. The only thing that makes me waver a little bit is I do very much like this Monday Night Football game. Dak Prescott and the boys.
Oh, Dak attack. Oh, Dak attack. Pickens.
Chat, do we like May on Thursday Night Football? Good matchup against the Jets. Or do we like Dak attack on the road at LV, but on Monday night spotlight game? 10 votes. I need 10 votes on this one. It's honestly tough. But Harvey, I'm going Harvey right now. That one's easy. Let's see what the chat says on this, and I'll make a call. Hampton and Vidal for Drake London and Benson. I'm going to take Drake London and Benson and run, bro. It's not even close. Husseini Pickens, Olave, Sutton, rank rest of season. Let's go Pickens, Olave, Sutton in that order. And I know Olave kind of deserves to get this rank, but I just still really believe in Pickens. Trade Rico for Bowers. This is even Steven depending on need. You've got Tyler Warren, or is that your Jalen Warren? I think it's Jalen Warren because you said running back. Okay. Achan Genty, Warren and Benson. Rico for Bowers. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. I could do either one. The fact that you got HN, Genty, you still have Warren, you still have Benson, I'm fine with this. But know that either one could explode any given week, and it could be the week you get rid of the one. So just know that. Smith, I'm 6-4. Flacco, HN, ETN, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Devontae Smith, Kincaid, RJ, Harvey, Sharps, JD5, Scary Terry, injured Terry, Dart, Godwin, Jacoby, Spears, Ollie. I need a tight end. Who do I drop? Or do I roll with it? If I'm dropping somebody, I'm probably dropping Ollie. Because Ollie, or no, Godwin. Probably Godwin. I'll drop Godwin. Although Ollie and Godwin, I don't know if there's another player like Tootin out there that you can pick up. Because I don't know. Ollie's sharing work right now anyway. And I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. But those are certainly two players you could drop. As far as the rest of your team, just make sure Tootin's out there. You're pairing him to ETN anyway. But I would maybe consider moving ETN, getting RJ Harvey ready for the ball Cinderella, and get ETN and maybe Devontae Smith moved off for one, JJ for one, Buka for one, James Cook for one, Rico and something. Ice. I'd do that. Yeah, buddy. Like the team, though. Definitely got ability to move some of that, I think. But I focus on that combo specifically. I don't really want to trade anything else, to be honest. It's a good squad. I like your team a lot. This one here from Ian. Ian, thank you, pal. Appreciate you. I think I'm caught up on the supers. We'll be drafting here in a second. Anybody else has a super chat, drop it. We'll open phone lines in a little bit. 5 and 5. Please set my lineup: 1 QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, and a flex. Allen and Dart's not playing. Allen and Fields. I mean, what else? What other option do you have? If Dart were to play, you would play Dart, but let's see here. Allen. Okay, so you're going to start Rico and Kyron at running back 1 and running back 2. You're going to start Rice and Nico at wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2. And you're probably going to roll with, you got one flex play between Hendy, Judkins, and Devontae Smith and JMO. Probably going to have to wait on the news for this one. If we get really good Hendy news, I do like Hendy over Judkins. So we just got to kind of wait. But you might want to trade like Judkins and Devontae Smith for one monster, bro. That would be what I would be doing. But your team looks really solid, my boy. I like your team a lot. Try to trade Bucky and Garrett Wilson for Rico. Yes. If that is a long shot, what's some names to get rid of for the Band-Aid Bros? Barkley, JJ, Rice, Buka, London Adams, James Cook. Thank you, my boy. Appreciate you. 10-team Superflex going versus Mahomes, May, Cook, CMC, Puka, Lad. 10-team Superflex going versus... you just give me your opponent, Ian? Yeah, it won't change. Your opponent won't change anything. I'm not going to readjust anything. I'm going to give you the guys I think are the best players. But thank you for the super chat. And I like your team. I think we just got to wait on the Hendy news, bro. But try and make a trade if you can. I don't know if you can. If you can't trade right now, then you're just waiting on the Hendy news. 12-man PPR. Thank you for the the super chats. 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. QB Dak Baker, Chase Brown, Tracy Sharps, Chuba, CD, JSN, wow, Buka. Wide receivers are unbelievable. Let's trade Worthy. Keep Tyler Warren weak at running back. Let's trade Worthy. Alec Pierce, if you can get rid of him. Worthy and Chase Brown. For Worthy and Chase Brown, you try for Cook. You try for Kyron. You try for, honestly, I'd rather have Rico. Maybe you do Chase Brown and Worthy for Rico and something that we like that's hidden on his team. You could take a gamble on Barkley, Chase Brown, and Worthy for Barkley. Chase Brown and Worthy for... I mean, Henry's worth a shot. I like Chase Brown a lot, though. But if you're trying to take a swing... You know, I'd rather have Chase Brown than Henry, to be honest. So scratch that one. If you can wait, I don't know what your record is, but if you can wait, Bucky, it's intriguing. But I think Chase Brown's pretty solid. I think you got to go for Barkley, for James Cook, for Bijan, for Achane, and that's it. I think Chase Brown's as good as any of the other players. If you could trade Chase Brown down to Rico, what could you turn Worthy into? Try that, Arthur. That might be the best avenue. Let's trade down from Chase Brown. Javonte is a downgrade, but not really. Rico's a downgrade, but not really. Judkins is a downgrade, but not really. Now, that's your avenue, Arthur. Downgrade from Chase Brown to one of those running backs that I just mentioned. Judkins, Rico, Javonte, maybe even Henry. And what wide receiver does that upgrade Worthy into? That is your move. That's your only move, probably, to be honest. This week, Genty or Barkley, probably... I'm going to go Genty against Dallas. I think at least they can hang. Barkley, damn it, man. Barkley, that's such a tough sit, though. I mean, any moment he can explode. Can't we just play both of them, bro? It's at Detroit. It's Philly. It's at Philly. That's the Sunday night game. I don't know. I want to start both of them. Parker Washington, Keenan, or Debo. Probably Parker Washington right now. And that's not like a sexy pick, bro. That's just kind of like, I don't know. Hey, Smitty, love the show. My team is starting to smash. Start 3, Bijan, Achane, Hendy, or Woody. I'd probably sit Woody. I have Allen, Pickens, T. Higgins, and Laporta. Any trades? Let's try trading. There's nothing to trade here, bro. The only thing you can do is you trade Woody and Pickens for like one better player. Woody and T could work. Or T and Addison, or T and Pickens for one player. Like, could T and Pickens get you JJ? Can Woody, Pickens, and T get you JJ and somebody? What about Laporta? Laporta and T for JJ, and go rogue at tight end. Let's do that. I like that a lot, actually. T and Laporta for JJ. T and Laporta for one top 8-ish wide receiver. Just take a stab at all of them. Somebody doesn't need a tight end might not do it. If you had to throw in Woody to make it a 2-for-1, but you get like a second player to make it a 2-for-2, I'd contemplate that. But Laporta would be real nice, bro, to throw at somebody. This one here from Ming. Appreciate you dropping the $20 holler. Ming says need to pick up defense for the week. Dallas, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Miami, Minnesota, or San Francisco. Recommendations. Also need to pick up a wide receiver for next week. Options are Slayton, Parker Washington, Mooney, Higgins. I'd probably say Parker Washington for right now. It is probably the best play. Also pick up Jaden Reed. I'm iffy on that one. I'm not too concerned about Jaden Reed. Dallas, don't really think I want to roll. I don't think I want to roll with Dallas. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, I don't think so. Jacksonville is at home against the Chargers. Miami, I mean, that Washington offense that might be Miami. Minnesota, maybe Minnesota. Guys, Minnesota against Caleb, and this is in Minnesota, or Miami at home versus the Commanders. Can I get 10 votes on that one? 10 votes on that one, please. Thank you, Ming. Appreciate you dropping the $20 holler, my boy. I really appreciate you. Guys, vote on that. 10 votes, please. Nobody budged earlier when sending Judkins, Sutton for Egbuka or Lamb. So now I'm sending my Nix and Sutton and Loveland for Pickens and Laporta. Nick, Sutton, Loveland for Pickens. I like that. Hit the button. Yes. Is that you sending it out and it's, you haven't got word yet, or are you getting that? I think you're sending it out, it says. I'm fine with that. Sutton, Loveland, Pickens, Laporte. I like that a lot. I like Pickens, bro. Pickens is really smooth. Nice addition if you get that done. To add to the question, have a trade working guy wants Buka for Kyron. I'd rather have Buka over Kyron. Arthur. I don't hate it, but I'd rather have Buka. Buka to me is safer. Trade Debo and one of Kelsey Goddard for Rome. Debo, yes, I'm fine with that. And honestly, let them pick. I'd probably rather keep Kelsey if possible, but it's a close call. Starting Rice, Pickens, Genti, Rico, Flex, Hendy, or Adams. Right now, Adams until we just get word on Hendy's workload and what that looks like. Starting Rice, Pickens, and Genti, and Rico. And you could always, worst case scenario, put Adams in for Pickens, sit Pickens, and start Hendy. But let's wait and hear some news on Hendy's workload. Just because, you know, that's definitely volatile at this point. There's no... Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Arthur, if I didn't read the rest of that question. Damn it, I'm sorry, bro. You have a trade working, guy wants Egbuka for Kyron. You just reposted it. I appreciate you doing that. I'm sorry I missed that. Arthur to the moon. Arthur, I'm going to send you to Jupiter, actually.
To Jupiter.
No, boy, Arthur. Arthur, if you have a follow-up, please let me know. Rico. Yeah, Hendy's going to be a tough... we're going to need some more information on RJ Harvey and also on Hendy. RJ Harvey's schedule really tough down the stretch. The only worry... But, bro, he catches a lot of footballs. Like, you got to understand, he's a different breed. You know, he's a different player. They use him as a wide receiver so much. Keep in mind that Kamara, his first 3 years in the NFL under Sean Payton, caught 83 balls, and 83 balls in back-to-back seasons. So you got to understand that when you look at his schedule and you say, okay, let me pull up RJ Harvey's schedule. KC week 11 bye week. Washington's great. Then it's LV, Green Bay, Jacksonville, KC. That's really tough. Boom, boom, boom. All red pretty much down the stretch. But if you go over to Cortland Sutton, for example, look at the schedule against the pass, and all of a sudden it flips, my boy. KC's still tough, but Washington, LV, Jacksonville are all cakewalk matchups for the receivers, and he's a receiver. He lines up as a receiver, runs routes as a receiver. He's an unbelievable monster. They play KC again, so there's two tough matchups. Green Bay's like middle of the pack for the receiving schedule, so I'm not worried about Harvey from that context. He's such a dynamic player, and he's going to be used all over the damn field. Rico, Judkins, Harvey, Rice, Adams, Nico. Bench one, we're going to bench probably... we're waiting on this one for the Harvey news. Did I already do this one? Yeah, I already did this one, damn it. No, I didn't. This is new. Yeah, we're waiting on the Harvey news. Like, Judkins or Harvey, we're benching one of those guys. But I honestly want to start Harvey, so we're just going to have to wait and see. We're just waiting on Judkins officially being... Or, I'm sorry, J.K. Dobbins officially being put on IR. What's the response? Sean Payton's surely going to ask, does that mean RJ Harvey's going to get more work? And then Sean Payton's response will definitely help us. Yeah. Okay. Phone lines are open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Call into the bentonprint.com phone line, everybody. bentonprint.com phone line. The owners of the attic.shop as well. For anybody that doesn't know, the attic.shop, these are the vintage hoodies and t-shirts that we have been giving away on this channel for years now. The owners are bentonprint.com, and bentonprint.com is the phone line sponsor, by the way. And then we're also going to go into an underdog draft, so please smash the link that's in the description of the video, the link that's in the live chat pinned, and mute yourself real quickly, my guy. I'll be right with you. Please just hit mute. Mute yourself. I'll be right with you. Please hit mute. Everybody on the phone line, please hit mute. I'll be with you shortly, but please actually hit mute. Don't pretend to hit mute or I'll hang up on you. Okay, so if you guys want to draft underdog, promo code Smitty, play 5, get 100. Here's the link. I'll drop it in the live chat. The live chat has it pinned. It's in the description of the video. We'll be drafting here on Underdog shortly. And so just sign up real quickly. If you don't get into the draft, don't fret. We will certainly do 1 or 2 of these drafts. So just hang tight real quickly. Let me get in here, and we will start. We'll jump in about 2 minutes. So everybody click that link. Gives you time. Travis, you're live.
Hey, I was just going to ask, as you get closer to the playoffs, I know people look at schedules, but do you prefer to have guys on? I know it can be case to case with certain guys, but if it's like a tiebreaker or something, you'll always take the guy on the better offense, or how much thought do you put into that?
I mean, in general, yes, but I think that all that just gets. It's not always that simple to me. Like there's more variables at play. You know, like Dowdle's a focal point of his offense, so his offense might not be better than somebody that's on a better offense. But like hell, I don't know. You know how I feel about that offense. You know, or how much they're using that player. So like I think it's not something you can say with a blanket statement. I think anybody that drafts off of a schedule or trades off of a schedule or worries so much about bye weeks that they don't pick certain players, I don't get caught up in any of that. The only time I'll make trades that have a little bit more of like I'm doing this and I don't know that I fully want to, but it's close enough that it's pushing me over the edge would be like if I need a win, I've got 3 wins, I'm not going to make the playoffs if I don't get like 3 straight wins, that I might make some sort of trade for a player that's already at their bye week. An example would be you're trading in a Devontae Adams for T. Higgins. You're getting a little help at tight end or quarterback or something, but it's help, but it's not like the help that makes you do a trade like that, but you still do it because you're like, I got, that's just a weird example. I'm not even using T. Higgins, just using that level of difference in value. But I mean, and the other thing too is I don't really like the person saying they worry about RJ Harvey's schedule. I don't worry so much about that when, like I said, the player catches the football like RJ Harvey does. So there's just so many different variables that you got to break down for every single individual player. But in a vacuum, I like offenses that score. Sure.
Yeah, I've just seen a lot of people asking questions in that vein, so I just want to get your input.
All right, hang tight real quickly. Let me circle around this phone line real quickly. Rock out, you're live.
So as far as receivers for the Titans, is DK the one to own, or is it Ridley, or I don't know?
The what? What are you saying? Are you sick, bro? We can barely hear you. Sound as congested as can be.
Basically, what's the Titans receiver to own?
The Titans receiver to own. That's how Rock Out sounds right now.
Rock Out.
What's up, man?
Do you have a cold, bro?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. The Titans receiver to own, I would probably say, is DK.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, DK. That's my take on it anyway. I liked what I saw that went into the bye week, and I believe we're going to like what we see coming out of the bye week. But, yeah, DK.
He's also a returner that gets sometimes touchdowns off that.
And sometimes rookies play well coming off the bye as well.
So, yeah. All right, rock out. Mute yourself real quickly. You stay on the phone. I'll let you ask more. Let me go over to John. John, you're live. 925.
Yo. Who are your top 5 QBs?
Who are my top 5 QBs?
Like, where do you put Mahomes? Because I've been arguing with people. Do you think Mahomes is over May?
I mean, Mahomes is my 1 or my 2. So, yeah. But really? I like Drake. Really? What do you mean, really? The number 1 quarterback in fantasy football. What do you mean, really?
Like, bro, have you seen the schedule, though, rest of the season?
Bro, you just asked me who's my number. Like, he's the number 1 quarterback. I can tell you're arguing with people and you didn't like their answer. You thought you'd call in here and I was going to say different. It's preference. I mean, there's definitely going to be.
No, I'm on Mahomes' side. I was
okay. So what do you?
Like,
so what are we doing?
Like, I have Mahomes 2 leagues, but I was thinking he's like the 3, like under Lamar and Allen.
I don't know what you're asking me, bro.
Like,
No,
hey,
I mean, I have Mahomes over Lamar right now, but it's splitting hairs too, though. You know.
I mean, it's close. It's close. There's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, you said really like it's some shocking thing, like Mahomes,
yeah,
Josh Allen,
Wow, that was a big shock.
Drake May, Matthew Stafford's playing like an absolute monster.
Yeah.
Guess who's still in the top?
Technically, Herbert's the number one quarterback in the Marsman, going by Marsman scoring right now. So it's like so bunched up.
Yeah, Herbert's really had, which is crazy when you think about it, because Herbert's had such like he's such a bad season, like up until to the last 3-4 games, QB2, QB3, QB4. But it's really close. But Drake May, Mahomes, I mean, Stafford's in the top 4. You know who's still number 6? Bo Nix. You know, everybody's Bo Nix is trash. How is he trash when he's number 6 overall?
Yeah.
I
mean,
what?
I mean, when I watch Bo Nix, like he flips a coin before every drive to play like Josh Allen or like Kirk Cousins right now. Like, I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know if he's trolling me or what, so I just hung up on him. I don't know what he's talking about.
No, he's not. I think he got into a big debate with people.
I don't. I don't know what he's saying. Like every time I say something, it doesn't match up with what he's trying to argue.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's for or against it.
I don't know. I just got to move on. Bro, my quarterbacks, I don't know. It's tough. I would say Josh Allen, Mahomes, Drake May is certainly up there. He's certainly up there.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, there he is. He's right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
you, Smitty.
Yeah, appreciate you. I guess I hung up on the wrong guy. Oh, let me merge this guy back in. I think I hung up on. I actually might have hung up on you, bro. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Just stay right there. Mute yourself real quick, caller. I'll be right with you, but please hit mute or I will hang up on you. And then this is the last phone call, and then we got to get into drafting. So no more phone calling. I'll reject every call that I get from here on out. So don't even bother calling. All right, everybody mute yourself unless I call upon you. John 925, you're live.
Okay, thank you, Smitty. I thought you hung up on me first.
I did hang up on you. 586 already said I'm done. So I don't know why you're calling. Okay, go ahead, bro.
First thing, man, I just wanted to say I've been watching you for the past couple years, and you've probably made me win like at least 1 out of 3 leagues every year I play. So,
attaboy.
I think back in the day, you actually told me to pick up like David Johnson off the waiver wire.
You're old school, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. You were with me on like David John. Were you? Let's see, who else was? That was when the Dalvin Cook top 5 running back like territory.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was in the intro of the video, and I said Dalvin Cook top 5 running back. It was in the intro of all the very first season of the show, and that was ballsy because it hadn't happened yet. But I was like Dalvin Cook top 5 running back, and it was in the intro. You know what I should do? I should put one of my bold predictions in the intro of next season, starting in January. Come up with the first Marsman, Moonman, Saturnman, Nova Man, and put it in the intro. Cement it in there. You know who would have been that pick? You know, yeah, but we'll have to see what's bold about it. You know, but you know what it probably would have been the pick, because it was really the first bold prediction I had, and I still stood by it. I mean, he's a freaking Mars man, but I took it off the board up here and switched it for Neighbors. Was JSN top? Yeah, that would have been because I was making my first bold prediction.
4, right?
Top 4 wide receivers.
Top 4.
Top 4. Yeah. Top 4 wide receiver. And I didn't take it back. It's just I switched it for Neighbors but I knew better too with Neighbors. I mean, we talked about it all season. It's like Neighbors is going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt. All right, go ahead, bro. What can I do for you? And I appreciate the shout out. Old school.
Yeah. So a couple things. First, I just got Harvey in a trade. I just got Harvey and Juwan Johnson for Mooney, Worthy, and Loveland.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
If Harvey gets the start, like he probably will be, would I start him over Woody?
Yeah. If Harvey's in a pole position, which we believe he will be, even if they don't come out and say, you know, what we want to hear, like we expect it to be like this. Like in our dreams tonight, you know, we're grinning and we're just smiling and our wives are looking at us like, what the hell is he dreaming about? And in our dreams, we hear Sean Payton going to the podium. He's probably got like some like, you know, I don't know, some in our dreams, probably wearing some weird outfit, you know, top hat, whatever. And he goes to the podium and he says, RJ Harvey is the only running back that will touch the football on Sundays. And we all just sit there and go,
Mashed potatoes!
so we probably won't hear that. And I'm still starting him over Woody.
I feel he won't say that, but they will use him like that, I feel. Even if he doesn't come out and say it.
Yeah, probably. I mean that's what I
definitely over Sutton. Harvey over Sutton too.
Yeah, over Sutton for sure. Smitty, input volume too high, sound crackles. What about now? Is it better now? Do we have crackles now? It's never good enough. It's always too low, too high. I lowered it a little bit. I don't know if now you're getting crackles. I don't know. Okay, go ahead, bro. Next question, and then I got to run.
Yeah, no problem. Is it still buy low on Barkley?
Yeah, but like what? Give me an example, because
would you do? Let's say. Would you give up an A-Chan for Barkley and Ladd if I gave like a Sutton back?
No. First of all, giving Sutton back, you're like trying to even the scale like to like a measurable point. No, it'd have to be. I'd give A-Chan to get Barkley and Nico. Like what are we doing here? A-Chan commands so much more, bro. So much more. You know, the only way I would trade A-Chan is if you give me a player that you could make an argument, like one of those like, but you could make an argument that they could hang with A-Chan. Like, could Nico hang with A-Chan? But hold on, can Nico hang with A-Chan? Huh?
Nico?
What?
Nico? No, he cannot.
What do you mean he cannot?
I don't think
week to week. We hang with, not outscore.
Yeah, I'm not saying outscore, but like, is it like, let's say you made a trade where you got two players and this player got abducted by aliens. You're sitting here going week to week. I'm down. This sucks. I'm down bad. But Nico could have cups of coffee with A-Chan every individual week. So to answer the question, you always want to have one of those players in the trade. And then Barkley feels like he kind of could be that player as well, but that's the ideal move. Is you want to try and get two of those players. Where you're saying, would I trade Barkley for A-Chan? No, or would I trade A-Chan for Barkley? No. But if Nico gets abducted by aliens, could happen. Same thing over here. So together they're marvelous. One versus the other could still kind of hang. Ladd McConkey, I love Ladd McConkey, but that's not the trade. A-Chan needs to go get you two Nico Collins type players.
Yeah. Would you do A-Chan for Dowdle and Judkins?
A-Chan for Dowdle and Judkins. It's close, but it depends on a lot of different scenarios.
Only if you need the depth.
If you don't need depth, you keep A-Chan. What about Bijan? Bijan for Dowdle.
I would.
Yeah, Bijan for Dowdle and Judkins.
Yeah.
Same answer. Because I like Bijan more than I like A-Chan. But just by a hair. And for anybody that thinks that that's a silly statement, 2 weeks ago, Bijan was the number one overall player. Like, let's stop.
Yeah.
Now, I love Achan. I think I can make arguments that I want Achan over Bijan right now in this moment in time. Sure. I absolutely can argue that. But we got to keep in mind Bijan is the guy. Now, I do worry about his situation a little bit, but I'm still buying Bijan all day long. All right, got to go, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, brother. Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, 813, you're live.
Hey, say, I just wanted to know just one wide receiver and one running back for the playoffs. Just your favorite one.
Gibbs and JSN. You want to be more
PBR?
specific than that? Because, like, I mean, I just tell you the top two players. But you mean like maybe a crafty player to go get?
I mean, yeah. That'd be helpful. Just like based on schedule and just your favorite.
Well, we did break down Judkins' schedule is pretty nice, and I do like him as like a crafty go-get player right now. I think another one, I still love Rico regardless of schedule and everything. I love the two rookies, Harvey and Hendy, because I think they're fresh, and rookies always, explode down the stretch. Wide receivers that I love, probably say, just the fact that Buka is being discounted enough to not even be considered a top 5 wide receiver to most people right now. Rice has been, he's healthier than everybody else. He's had less wear and tear. I would say if I'm trying to go get players, I would try and get Rice. I'd try to get Buka. And they're relatively, and it's not all about schedule for me, by the way, but Rice and Buka are relatively cheaper than the average top 5 capable wide receivers. So these aren't like hard to get players necessarily. They're not easy to get, but they're not hard to get. Judkins, Rico, and if I had to pick one more RB, I'm not trying to pick the number 1 RB, but I definitely still want, high octane, very solid playing players. I think if we're talking Hendy, Harvey on top of these two and adding one more, well, it's Bijan, just because people are giving them away. But then the probably cheaper player I would say is James Cook. So I'd say go get those guys if you're making trades right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, later, bro.
Yeah.
All right, 231 and then to 928.
What's up, Smitty? This is Gumpster. What's up, man?
What's up, Gump? Where you been?
What's up, Broham? What's up, Broham?
Where have you been, Gump? People have been wondering.
Man, I've been in the war room. I've been trying to figure things out.
Hey, Latora, thanks for the gifted membership. All right, well, what do you got, Gump, for me today?
Well, what I'm thinking, because we got the waiver wire going on here, right?
Right.
I'm circling the wagons once again. Circling the wagons, because I'm being attacked by all the Indians. I'm picking up J-Mo, number 1 pickup.
Of course you are. He shouldn't be on waivers, but yes, Gump, that's correct. Good answer, Gump. That's the first correct thing you've said all year.
Yeah, and then what I'm doing after that, because of Alex Pierce is on bye week, I don't think anybody's going to pick him up. So I'm going to drop Debo for freaking Alex Pierce. What do you think about that?
I'm okay.
Debo.
I'm okay with that.
I'm tired of Debo. Debo's.
He was your favorite. He was your favorite player.
Huh?
He was your favorite player in the house. Your 2 favorite players. In the
I know. I like
Hendon Hooker and Debo Samuel. You're down bad.
Huh?
Go ahead, Walter. Go ahead, Walter.
Golf ain't that far from Bo Nix being a better quarterback as far as fantasy. Remember we talked about that? Bo Nix and Golf?
Yeah. Bo Nix is beating him.
Oh, yeah.
Not
by much.
You're gonna owe me another.
By much.
Not by much.
No.
You're gonna owe me another bucket
much.
of chicken. Well, Goff is 11. Goff is 11 with 200 points. Bo Nix is 227 at 6. So you already
Ron Navy was
haven't paid up on. Why don't you just super chat? Stop making excuses about your phone doesn't work. We're going on a year to maybe almost 2 years now. Of you
we're still
Gump, hold on a second. You're going on nearly 2 years now where you keep saying, "Oh, I don't know how to super chat," or "My phone won't work." That's a bunch of BS. Nobody's phone doesn't work for super chats. That's the biggest bunch of BS. You haven't given the bucket of chicken
Well, my nephew
on our challenge, so why don't you just drop a super chat and be done with it, so I can get my own bucket?
We got a lot of problems. My nephew hit the deer again for the 5th time over there in Rivanna, where all the deer is. I told him stop driving so fast down the freaking dusty roads. You freaking crap! I got to put that car together again. And then the house, we had the house fire. We're putting the house back together.
All right, go.
True.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Then
what do you think about Addison?
Then don't do challenges anymore.
Well, I'm going to win.
You haven't paid up on the one you lost, Gump.
We're good over here. I got you.
No, you don't. It's the season's almost over.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord. The dear Lord wants me to be honest in everything. I will be honest with you, Smitty.
Yeah, Gump. Gump. Listen to me.
Listen. Addison, what do you think about Addison?
He could have sent me some jerky from the deer that he took out, but he didn't. He didn't send me anything. All right, what's your last question, Gump? Because then I got to move on.
Come on, don't be making. You're supposed to be helping me.
Gump. Gump. This isn't the Help Gump show for 45 minutes. You have the longest running phone time than anybody.
Okay, if I don't win this week, I'm cooked. I'm prized.
Okay.
So,
as cooked as the deers on your driving roads. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, help set my lineup. Am I in trouble with Dart? Is he making it back this week?
I don't think so, Gump. I don't know.
I'm cooked there, huh?
Let me see if there's any updates on Dart real quick. But Dart is you're probably going to be without Dart. Just expect that.
Really? So who do I grab?
I don't know who's out there.
I'll grab somebody. I'll grab somebody. I'll grab somebody.
Who's out there?
Then I'm starting London.
You're not letting me help you, Gump. You're not letting me help you.
Okay, what we actually? Oh, Mariota's at the top of the list. I definitely don't want Gino. What I was thinking about was Mills. That's what I was thinking about. But there's Fields out there. I gotta play Fields this week, right? You think I should? Against New England?
No.
Is it finally a 40 pointer for Fields? Come on, we've been waiting all year.
Without Garrett Wilson? I don't think so, Water Gump.
No. Huh?
I don't think so, Water Gump. Is there any update? Is there any update on Jackson Dart? I don't see anything.
Trying to find something.
Yeah, it's like the ruling out of the concussion week 10 is like the last real major news report anyway. Then there's NFLPA aren't investigating the latest Jackson Dart concussion question. By the way, Jackson Dart has had 4 concussion tests so far this year.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
This guy's more reckless with his body than Scadaboo.
Well, how's Fields' rest of the season schedule? That's what I'd like to know.
Are we talking about Fields still?
Yeah.
Well, Dart will be back, bro. It's not like Dart's going to be out long, but there's got to be a better quarterback. Brissett is the Briskinator out there.
Rodgers.
Go get Brissett. Rodgers is probably.
Rodgers is a good matchup.
Yeah, that's better than
Cincinnati.
Yeah, go Rodgers. Go see if Brissett's out there.
Got Darnold against L.A.
Darnold's out there. Go get Darnold. Get Darnold.
Yeah, Darnold should be owned.
Come on, Gump. You got to do better than this. Next question, then I got to go.
Well, I dropped. Huh? Wait a minute here.
Gump, this is not a show where I get close to every problem you have.
Hang on for a minute. Come on.
I've got people waiting.
Well, wait a second.
This is like you wait in line for Santa Claus. You don't get to sit on both knees, Gump. You got to choose one.
Okay,
go.
Okay, this is my start. Okay. Then I'm going to start London and Lamb. I finally got Lamb back. Then I got Hendy and Harvey. And then I got Bowers. And then I'm going to put Addison in there.
Okay.
With Boswell, and then I got to pick up a defense. Now, the big problem I got is that I got Carolina, what they stunk last week, and I got blown out of the water by the Pirates. And freaking, that was a bad deal. So now I got to pick up a defense.
What's the question, Gump? What's the question?
I got any of these other ones that I got on the bench. And Benson, where in the heck? Why aren't they getting him off IR? What's going on with Benson?
Gump, I don't know the answer. Can you give me the question? You need a defense, you said. Go ahead. Read them off real quickly.
I need it. Okay, defense. Hang on, I'm gonna go. I'm there now. You got Pittsburgh, and you got Chicago, Washington, New England. I was thinking about trying to get New England, but I try to pick up, and then you got Atlanta and the Cowboys and the Chargers. I like the Chargers, but I also like the Rams because they always get points no matter who they play.
Yeah, pick up the Rams.
Yeah, that's good.
You think so?
There you go. Top 5 defense.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, they're steady. They have a tough matchup for sure.
But how about New England?
But they're a steady. But they're a steady team. I like New England. I kind of like New England a little better than the Rams this week because of that.
New England, the Chargers, or the New England, the Chargers, or the Rams. Which one?
What did I just say?
I agree with Smitty.
What did I just say, Gump? Did you hear a word I just said? I just said I kind of like.
You like New England?
Yeah. Gump, I'm sorry. They got 3 X's. Appreciate you, Gump.
Come on now. You got to be kidding me.
You got 3 X's.
33, yeah.
928. Look, I don't make the rules. You got 3 X's. 928. You're live.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
I got 2 real quick questions. Be quicker than everyone else. Breece Hall is ranked ahead of ETN this week, but it's really hard to trust Breece Hall against New England. Would you be starting Breece Hall or ETN this week?
Okay.
Go ahead.
New England's tough, bro, and the game script's probably going to be pretty bad, but they could throw to Hall. I could see him breaking off a long run, but I'm going to go ahead and say that, and then Jacksonville, that game script could be pretty bad, but it's in Jacksonville, probably more likely to keep the game close, I would say. So I would probably say
Warren did pretty well against the Chargers, and I feel like ETN will, up there with him.
I'd say ETN by a hair just because a Thursday night game, bad game script, no Garrett Wilson, stack boxes. New England's up by a huge amount. How are they going to run Hall? Trust your gut, though.
Okay.
All right.
So ETN?
For me.
Okay. And then for defense, I have the Lions right now. Would you go Lions, Steelers, Falcons, or Cowboys?
Lions, Steelers, Falcons, Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons aren't bad because I think Bryce Young's hit and miss, but you said Lions?
Yeah, I'm holding. I can pick up on waivers, Falcons or Cowboys. Or
Lions is a tough matchup, but at the same time, I don't really like Jalen Hurts right now. So I'm kind of like feeling like I could see something. I could see Detroit really putting up. Then again, I could see Philly putting up a stone wall. I don't know. Those aren't great options, bro.
No, I stream defenses every week, so.
Lions, Steelers, and who?
Falcons.
I put in a claim for the Falcons. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. If you're streaming and that's it, you got to go with the matchup.
Yeah, I'd probably say matchup-wise, that is probably the best, but...
Yeah, ETN and Falcons.
What?
ETN and then Falcons then.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, later, bro.
Thanks.
All right, rock out. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, another great offer, H-Ham for Genty and a Doomsday, but I don't know if that's enough.
Say it again.
Say it one more time. I couldn't hear you.
My H-Hand for Genty and a Doomsday.
Yeah.
I think I need a little bit more.
I'd rather have H-Hand. I think everybody else would too. It's not like these guys are volatile, and so I want more steady Eddie. Yeah, I don't know. You're getting close though. It's not horrible. It's just I don't think I would love that trade.
Yeah, the problem is most of the teams are like constructed weird.
So if Genty was a running back, what wide receiver would you want? Like if you threw someone in there,
Genty. So if it was Genty, I would want
like a Lamb.
Lad be enough?
No, you couldn't get
Lad be enough, or you want more?
Lad's not enough. I would say Nico. I would say Buka.
Okay.
I mean the truth is you could trade Achan and get Buka easily right now, so you get an extra player. I'm not saying that doesn't make you then need to throw in another small piece, but at the same time, I just don't accept anything. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, the book owner.
It's unacceptable to
Yeah, the
not
book
get.
owner only has to go.
I don't know what's going on with the phone line tonight. What'd you say, Rockout?
Only running back the Boca owner probably willing to give up is Vidal, and I don't know if that's enough.
What's the Nico owner have?
No, I'm talking about the Boca owner.
I know, but what's the Nico owner have?
Let me see. Who has Nico?
What's the JJ owner have? What's the Adams owner have?
Nico got Junkins and Warren is his main running back.
Okay, so I'd take Judkins and Nico.
Yeah.
Okay.
JJ owner?
And then what was it? He got JT and Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams.
I'd take Kyron and JJ. I don't know that you'll get that one, but okay. And then
he don't really trade, so
Adams owner.
Adams. Let's see. Adams. He got CMC, Vidal, JK, and Harvey, and Hampton on IR.
Okay. James Cook owner. Who's he got at wide receiver?
James Cook. He got DK, Marvin Harrison, and Puka.
He's not giving you Puka. Jacobs owner?
No.
Wide receiver? Super chats. I'm coming for the super chats in a second. Hang tight.
You got Lamb, Devonta Smith, Higgins, and Sutton and Pittman.
Yeah, I mean, of course I'd try Lamb, but you're not going to get that. I mean, if you threw something else in, so Jacobs and Lamb for Achan and something, you could try that.
So would Jacobs and Pickens be enough, or you want more?
No, not enough for Achan. No, not for me. Rico and then Barkley, and then I got to go.
Rico. Okay.
And then Barkley. I'll get to these super chats in 1 second, guys. Just hang tight for me real quickly.
Only one worth is his main receiver is Lad for Rico.
So nothing? Okay. Barkley, Barkley, final one. Then I got to run.
Oh yeah, we went through that. The one with the Cooks.
Okay. So Nico Judkins is all I got.
All right.
All right, Rock out. Appreciate you.
Yeah, someone would have to overpay a little, or you have to throw something in.
Yeah.
When it comes down.
Or you go to the Lamb owner and you try and get Lamb and Jacobs, and then you got to give up something else. All right, later, Rock out. Appreciate you.
Cool.
Later, bro. Feel better. Feel better, Rock out. Travis, anything else real quick, and then I got to get to these, and then we'll draft.
Yeah, just real quick. ETN or Judkins, who do you like rest of the season better, or how do you compare them?
Anything
now, rest of the season.
Yeah, anything can happen. Like ETN could have one more big game, and I'm like, you know what? He's back, and ETN Tootin, I could like more than Judkins if everything went perfectly. But right now, I'm going to say Judkins, and the schedule's good. So Judkins, final answer.
All right. Thanks, Smitty.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Bye.
All right. Let's get to these super chats. Then the phone lines will be closed. We'll draft real quickly too. Young says stop Krosky Merritt shop, I think is what you mean, for Sean Tucker, or drop. I think you mean drop. I would drop Krosky Merritt for Sean Tucker if I have Bucky. If I don't, I think I look into the news right now. Rodriguez got banged up, and so we're waiting that. So it's kind of tough. I'd say Tucker by a hair, but it's close. Husseini, tight ends Warren, Fannin, Laporta is what I meant. Tight ends Warren, Fannin, Laporta. I don't know what that reference is, Husseini. I'll have to look it up on another super chat. Everybody try and keep it self-contained. I don't know. I don't know what that message entails. Smitty, this is a $20 hauler from Husseini, my boy, dropping the wattage.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Smitty, trade done. Sent away Nick Sutton Loveland for Pickens and Laporta. I like that. Final full lineup is JD5 Caleb, and you're running a little risky with Caleb. I get it, but you could also trade for another quarterback. I would still try and get a quarterback. I don't know if your deadline is done like now. You got to make sure you got somebody backing up Caleb in case something happens. You could also go Bagent. You know, I don't know who you would drop, but Bagent cuffed to Caleb will be secure until JD5's back, and then you could release him. But at least you would be covered if something catastrophic happened. Look into it. I don't know who you could drop. You can't drop any of these guys. So if there's a deeper lineup somewhere. Okay, so your final lineup is JD5, Caleb, Rice, Ladd, Pickens. So Rice and Pickens and Ladd is crafty. Crafty as heck, bro. Genty, Judkins, Chase Brown, Harvey, Monangai, Benson, Warren. I like it. I'd be tempted if, I don't know if the deadlines happen or if it's tomorrow night. I'd be tempted to get another quarterback somehow, but I'd also be tempted to like move and don't stop trying to navigate Pickens and Ladd with Genty or Chase Brown or Judkins to get one big monster. You know, like Bijan's attainable right now. I'm not saying even using Rice. I'm saying using like Ladd or Pickens with Genty, or Genty and Judkins, or Chase Brown and Genty together for Bijan. Like those are things that I've seen happen time and time again this week. Would put Chase Brown, Hall on the bench. Nico, okay, so JSN for Nico Harvey would put Chase Brown on and Hall on the bench. Or one of the two, I think you mean by the slash. Who knows what you mean by the slash? I tell people not to use the slash, but no one listens to me. I assume that's one or the other. JSN for Nico Harvey, I'm keeping JSN. There's not much that's going to move me on that. Tariq, trade McBride. Thank you for the super chat. Trade McBride for Kyron, then pick up Otten for tight end. I'm fine with that. That's a great move, Tariq. That's fantastic, especially given that I think Otten's going to be pretty damn productive down the stretch here. Kay, appreciate your super chat. 6 and 4. Dart, Achan, JSN, Jettas, Fannin, Bucky, Hampton, Alave, Pickens, Garrett Wilson, JD5. On waivers, Brissett, Stroud, Purdy, Tucker, and Benson, BTJ, Pierce, Ottens. Okay, Schultz. Achan, JSN, Jettas is awesome. I probably, at 6 and 4, I think I wait on Bucky, but I would be intrigued by getting Rico or by getting, obviously, you know, a Bucky and Garrett Wilson to get an upgrade into I wonder if you could somehow, I don't know if there's anything you can do here. What about Achan for Bijan as a downgrade right now? And people are freaking out about Bijan. And then you take a wide receiver upgrade or a running back upgrade again, but a wide receiver upgrade from Olave or Pickens or Garrett Wilson, even better. Garrett Wilson for like an Adunze to downgrade try and look into that. I love Achane. I don't want to get rid of Achane, but would I upgrade Achane? Absolutely. Or even Steven swap, if you will, for Bijan to get that extra player, Adams or a Dunze or something like that. Past that, I'm going to move Garrett Wilson and Olave for one receiver, Garrett Wilson and Pickens for one receiver, Garrett Wilson and Bucky for that running back upgrade. Bucky for Rico and something if you can get something. Smitty, I need to know if I'm approved. I did 2 trades, have 5 wins. I sent Bijan away for Hendy, Hall, and a Dunze, and it's not, for me, it's not enough. I wish I could tell you, you're buying Hendy at a peak that he's not quite at yet, so I think and then you're buying Hall this high, and then I sent Bucky and Harvey for JJ. Okay, so at the end of the day, I sent Bucky and Harvey for JJ. I don't know, man. I feel like Harvey could hang with JJ in some respects, and then you get Bucky back. I don't know that I would have done either of these, Big Ice. I would. You didn't check with me. Mahomes is my QB. Now I still like your team though. You got Hendy, Hall, Adunze, JJ. Like, I like your team, but I don't think I would have sent Bijan away. I probably would have. I would have traded Bucky at the right price, but I don't know. JJ's, JJ for Bucky is something I would have done, but you threw in Harvey. I would not have done that. I'm going to say no on both of those. Not that you got crushed, but I don't like them. They're not the deals I would have made, but I'm sorry, my boy. You asked me for my honest opinion. I'm just giving it to you. I wish you would have checked with me. I would have said, leave Harvey out. And if you didn't do it, then slam the door in his face. However, she writes JJ, Ladd, Rome, Devontae. Trade away Devontae Smith for Harvey and Otten. Sure. Tyler Warren on a bye. Either way, I still like the Harvey for Devontae Smith. It's pretty even. There's upside and downside to both of them. So that's a good trade at the end of the day. Greg Patterson. Greg, did you ever pick a video you wanted? Egbuka, London, Pickens, which one to trade for Bijan? Egbuka, London, Pickens, which one to trade for Bijan? You're not trading Pickens for Bijan, so that's not happening. I'd rather keep Buka, so my answer would be London. London for Bijan, I'd take London in a millisecond. Would I ultimately trade Buka for Bijan? In a millisecond, but you're giving me this option. I'm saying keep Buka. If you can keep Buka, my boy. And keep them and don't do anything about that. Thank you all for the super chats. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very much. Let's get into a draft. Everybody open up the Underdog app. I've pinned the link in the live chat. The link's in the description of the video. The code Smitty gets it done as well. It gets you a play 5, get $100 little situation there in bonus funds. If you're concerned with your play, hit that number down below. Make sure you do that if you're concerned with your play. Let's open up the Underdog app right now, and we're going to open it up, and we're going to see the Originals tab at the bottom. You click on that, and then you'll see Battle Royale Week 11. It should be like the second option. In 5 seconds, we're going to click that button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not full yet, so you can jump in a draft with me right now by just clicking that button. Make sure you're signed up. If you don't get into this draft and haven't signed up yet, just sign up real quick. It's so awesome. Even if you don't get into my draft, like, I should do another one. I think we'll do at least 2. At least 2 drafts, my people. At least 2 of them. Let's get on over to the Underdog board. Get that old schedule out of the way. We'll erase Judkins. Looks like we're drafting from the 6th spot. We'll do one more after this. So if you want to get into this draft, play 5, get 100. The link is dropped in the live chat, pinned. It's in the description of the video. Code Smitty gets it done as well. And you will play 5, get 100. Hit that as long as it lasts. Let's do it. 6th pick. Your boy's drafting from the 6th spot. Draft begins in 15 seconds. I'm going to close the phone line. I'm sorry, guys. I just... I'm just gonna do these 2 drafts. Start 1 this week, Barkley or Buka. 1 QB Tua T Law Tua. We talked about Tua earlier. He's got a pretty decent matchup. It's overseas, but it's a good matchup. Will AJB win games? No. Maybe 1 or 2. It's possible. Christian McCaffrey goes number 1. The next in line is Jamar Chase, then JSN, then Bijan, then Puka is the order of things here. JSN. So probably be Jamar or Bijan next or Puka. That's pretty much the going rate right now. Bijan. So Puka's next. Most likely will go. People are they follow this ADP pretty strictly in these drafts for some reason. There's never much of a variant, at least in the first like 5-6 picks, and then there's some variation, but you'll see people get pressured into following this ADP. Especially when you're talking about weekly drafts. I don't even know why they took so long. Let's go with damn, man. I'm gonna go Rice. And I'm gonna go Rico. What's up, Matt? Is Simi Valley in here? Where's my boy Simi Valley at? LSU is in shambles. Did I drop Jordan Love or Darnold for Dart? I dropped Love for Dart. I'd keep Darnold. Darnold can ball. Saints going to end up with... Oh, yeah. Travis is, I'm halfway joking. Ty is decent, but need to see a little more. You know, Smitty, Judkins or Swift this week. I'm going to go Judkins, but, you know, Swift is capable, bro. He looks really good, to be honest. But I think he's going to be an injury risk. Yo, chat, Flex Pickens or Chase Brown. Probably Chase Brown, but I do love both of them. I'm not trying to say sit Pickens at all, but I'd probably go Chase Brown. I love Chase Brown. I love Chase Brown. You know, a lot of people ask me to perform miracles on this channel. Smitty, make something amazing happen. And I say, you know what? I can. Watch this. Watch this right here. I'll take this and boom. And then out of nowhere, zoom in on this bad boy. Zoom in on that.
They laughed when we said he was about to be an unstoppable force for all to see. With Chase Brown, get up, get down.
I love how
with
people
Chase
wanted to cut him. I'm going to cut Chase Brown. He's just not good anymore. He's not explosives. There's no explosives with Chase Brown. According to my spreadsheet and my data, there's just no. Chase Brown's not an explosive player. He's just not. And we knew this. We didn't say it earlier, but we knew this. Once we saw it, we knew it, and we wanted to tell you, earlier, but we didn't. And we're out on. He's back. Flacco looks. Chase Brown has good explosives. We've seen it time and time again. Same thing with Kyren. According to my spreadsheet, Kyren Williams is not explosive. He's not an explosive player. He requires a certain amount of volume, or he can't do well. Let's go with Derrick Henry against Cleveland. I think, doesn't Derrick Henry love to chew up Cleveland? Let's try it, and then we'll go with Mahomes. So Rice and Mahomes, Dowdle and Henry. What is Derrick Henry's history with Cleveland? Derrick Henry. In 8 career games against the Cleveland Browns, Derrick Henry has 102 carries for 418 yards and 5 touchdowns. He has also 142 receiving yards against them and a 5-3 record in the matchup. In his last 5 games, that included 314 and 3 touchdowns. I feel like I remembered it being even better than that. I think there could be 3 to 4 QBs in the top 10 draft next year. Maybe. Yeah, the NFL draft's going to be so fun. God, there's nothing better than free agency in March, preparing for the draft, the rookie drafts, and the NFL draft from January to the April draft, and then the free agency in between, all those breaking news shows. That's my favorite time of year. Yep. If anybody's been, new to the channel, you have no idea what's in store for you. What's up, Matt? Matt Huff in the building. Keeping it real. Appreciate you. Trade Mason and Pollard for Chase Brown in week 5. Nice job, bro. Nice work, broski. Yo, Smitty, what tight end should I pick up? Chase, Otten, Fannin, Hunter, Henry, Loveland. I like Loveland long term about as much as Otten, but I think I go Otten. Is Devontae Adams looking healthy? What are we doing? I'd hate to go Roma Dunze. It's a tough matchup. I don't know. Is everything's going to look good for Adams. It's a tough matchup, but I think Adams will be okay, right? Right. Gadsden's questionable. I don't know that I can gamble that. Colston, Loveland, Fannin. Kincaid's hurt. Let's bank on Fannin. I have a feeling everyone's going to abandon Fannin. I wanted to go Gadsden here, but he's banged up. He's day to day. There's a good chance he plays, but I don't want to screw this up. I'm going to go Fannin. I do think Fannin's going to get kind of doubted this week, and then he's going to blow up. But we'll see. Oh, I should have looked for Otten. I thought Otten was... Well, no, Otten went. That's right. I was wondering why I didn't see Otten. Well, no, it's because he went. So it's a good team. Rice, Dowdle, Henry, Mahomes, Adams, Fannin. Thomas, you're the one on Discord. We don't have a Discord. We have a Patreon. My boy. Can't wait for the draft. It's going to be amazing. The Patreon, too. For anybody that doesn't know, my live chat Patreon, 365, 24/7. I'm going to step up the Patreon production like you cannot believe. This will be the best deal in town. $10 a month canceling time, but there's going to be videos, uploads, live streams, video live streams on Patreon. Like, you'll have to be inside the app, and then while let's say you're inside this general chat, the video will pop up inside, and you click on it inside the page. It's not on YouTube. There'll be live streams inside Patreon. There'll be content uploads, all kinds of things. Just get ready for it. It's going to be marvelous. All right, guys, back out and jump into one more draft in about 10 seconds. For those that want to get in, just click this link right here. Oh, that's the Patreon link, but click that too. And here's the Underdog link right here. Smash that. Play 5, get 10 on Underdog. Promo code Smitty. You can enter the code manually, or you can hit the link that I just dropped in the link that's pinned in the live chat. We're going to jump into one in about 5 seconds here. We'll click the green button. Boom. All right, let's go back over here. One more to start. Oh, hold on. One more to start. Join the draft, ladies and gentlemen. We need one more person. How is this not getting filled? I know it's late, but not only are we in here trying to fill this draft up, but the entire underdog community hasn't grabbed this draft yet. We got one spot still to fill. That's unreal. There we go. What draft selection? Let me guess. 6? 4? Andres says, chat, you'll like my Tez, Debo, and Vidal for Warren and A.J. Brown. I mean, yes and no. I flip A.J. Brown. I like Jaylen Warren a little bit more this week than I did last week. But I would flip A.J. Brown as fast as I can. So do I like him? No, I don't like A.J. Brown. Do I like the deal? Kind of. If I wasn't in Washington, I'd be drafting Smitty. Thank you, Thomas. Code Smitty. Do it live. Do it live. All right. Draft has begun. This time I'll get my hands on at least Bijan or Puka. And, I kind of feel like I've got a strategy in mind right now. JSN, I'll take that. Andre says I got Puka and Egbuka starting wide receivers, so AJ Brown was a throw-in. Okay. Definitely trade him, though, if you can. Greg says, I'll have the Dak Lamb. Finally, Greg, delayed reaction. I'm glad I saw this. Greg says he wants that video.
Oh, Dak attack. Oh, Dak attack. Lamb. Pickens.
Thank you, pal. Wow, Puka's still available. I gotta take Puka here. So Puka JSN. Wow, that's pretty. I mean, the matchups are obviously tough. It's not an easy matchup. They're playing each other. Both defenses are good, but I don't know. Pretty solid. Thank you. Thank you, my boy. Appreciate you. Thanks, Greg, for picking the video finally. All right, what do I got here? Man. Right, I would have loved to have had Rice. Loved to have had Rice. Let's go. Go James Cook. This feels like a pizza party right here. What's the winner? 40K on this? First place is 40K. No, 20K, right? 40K. First place is 40K in the Battle Royales. It used to be 20, remember? Or 30. It used to be 30. Now it's 40K. 40K to first place. Monra and Bijan for JSN and Rico. Probably a Monra Bijan, but close. Very close, my boy. I think I'm going to go Mahomey here. Should have said anything. did I say that? Why did I speak out loud? JSM Puka, tough matchups against each other. James Cook, Patrick Mahomes. This could be one of those pizza party. This could be one of those pizza party contests right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Maybe I should have went Stafford and Adams. Could have went Adams here and got Stafford back around. That would be interesting. Puka. That's right. Would I start Hendy over Buka? No. Or I'm on round? No, but I find another way. Yeah, you can't do that. Banto, we haven't seen you here in a while. Appreciate you. All right. I've got my last player in mind. I like this team a lot. I got Mahomes and Kelsey. I've got James Cook. I've got Puka. I've got JSN. It's pretty damn good. Dotson, Ollie, he's still a good cuff. I don't know, Travis, the Wright Ollie situation. The fact that Wright was used a little more, we're just kind of confused. I really don't mind. How about this? We'll go Harvey. Tough matchup, but we'll go Harvey here. Harvey Cook. I like this one. I don't know, Travis. It's a tough call. Guys, if anybody else wants to draft in one of those, you don't have to have me with you. Do it just by clicking the link that's pinned in the live chat, the link that's in the description of the video, or use code SmittyPlay5, get 100. It's fantastic and fun. Yeah, I don't know. I like Ollie, but I don't know that I trust the situation at all, Travis. I mean, it's definitely not. I'm not worried about Hendy, bro. Does it look like I'm worried about Hendy?
Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby. Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby.
Does it look like I'm worried? Does it look like I'm worried? The answer is no. Off to watch little Netflix. See you all later. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow. We'll be live, I'm sure, at some point. Thank you for the super chats and all the support. You guys absolutely rock. And who are my high super chatters of the night? I always like to give you guys just a little bit of a thank you shout out. Ming, appreciate the $20 hauler. Bow and Arrows and Husseini with the $20 hauler. We had a freaking, what do we have? Didn't we have a $100 hauler from Sean Patrick? Unbelievable, my boy. Did I miss anybody? I think and then even the $9.99 haulers from you guys. We had Arthur, K, Plug, but Sean Patrick, thank you, pal. I don't know if Sean Patrick ever came back. I don't think he did he? I have Barkley, White, Bucky, Harvey, Bill. Hey, Smitty, should I trade away Vidal for Benson? Sean, I don't know if you ever came back. You didn't, and you get it. You get your place on a video. Any video you pick, you can pick the House Call Handy one. That could be your video, Sean. You could help sponsor that video, bro, just by dropping that $100 holler. You're on a video. You just need to pick the video. Smitty, check the voicemails. All right, rock out. Let me go to that real quick, and then I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. This one's from Rock Out. Hold on, Rock Out. Let me switch. Let me switch the mics here. Okay, here he goes. Rock Out. Rock Out's debut, ladies and gentlemen. Here he goes.
Going touchdown. He be going out scoring a competition. That's just how he say it's his mission. That's how we get it. Go score some more. JSN.
It felt like a little Wesley Willis. I don't know if you know who Wesley Willis is, but that was pretty good, Rock Out. Thank you. Appreciate you. Rock Out dropping some tunes for us, per usual. Pedro with the final super chat. Actually, we might have 2 super chats on the way out the door. When that was Rock Out. Rock Out said, check the DMs. Thank you, Rock Out, for that super chat. And then this one from Pedro. Pedro says, 8-man full PPR, Mahomes, Dak. Wide receivers are Rice, Pickens, Buka. Love these receivers, my boy. Just fix that color real quick there. Pickens, Buka. Running backs, Achan, Gibbs, Genty. Your team's phenomenal. Buka, ticky tack. Not trying to be, trying to work on my bedside manner. Can we next time just move Buka in front of Pickens and just thanks. Team's phenomenal, bro. Rice, Buka, Pickens, Mahomes. It's 8-man league, but I don't know what you could. Could you trade Hampton or Hendy or Harvey with Pickens? Maybe Genty, and you could trade 2 running backs together potentially, but Genty and Pickens, Genty and Hendy, Genty and Hampton. Preferably leave Harvey and Hendy alone. Would I go Genty, Pickens, and Hampton? Genty, Pickens, and Hampton for 1 player. Buka, Cook, Nico, Barkley. How about Rico? I don't think you have to give all 3 up, but go get Rico. Pedro, I like Rico on this team. Genty for Rico. Maybe Genty and Hampton for Rico and something small. I like Rico more than Genty, but at the same time, I go back and forth on that. I'm going to be honest. I love Genty. I don't love his offense. I think that they'll lean on him a lot, but there'll be times where it doesn't work, but I think Rico will feast. I don't know. I'd prefer you give up Hampton and Pickens for Rico. Try that. Actually, Pedro, keep Genty, Hampton, and Pickens for Rico. And if you go Genty and one of the other RBs and Pickens for like a monster, I'm fine with that too, but you'd have to get like a monster. James Cook is really cheap. I'd try and get James Cook, Pedro. See you all later. Appreciate every single one of you. By the way, I don't know if you've seen the top left corner, fuegostickers.com, the new official sticker provider of the show. Fuegostickers.com. You want 10% off, use code Smitty. Let me put that up here. 10% off. Code Smitty. Let me see if I can change that here. Change it. Do it live. Definitely awesome place to get your stickers. Code Smitty for 10% off. Doing it live. Let me see if I can change the color on this bad boy. Boom. $10% off code Smitty at fuegostickers.com. Check them out. Really like these guys. They're awesome. They're awesome people. You'll be hearing a little bit more about them. I'm going to be doing some sticker giveaways and some different things that I'll be sending out to people. Appreciate you all. Deuce.